All right, let's be honest. Who here has a drawer? You know the one, just crammed with old, empty ink cartridges. Yeah, I thought so. Well, what if I told you that pile of plastic isn't just trash, it's actually a hidden stash of cash? Today, we're going to show you exactly how to turn that junk into money and do something good for the planet at the same time.
So, picture this. You're printing something important and bam, you get that dreaded low ink warning. You swap out the old cartridge for a new one, but then what? What do you do with the old one? Does it just get tossed in the trash can? Does it go into that mysterious box of old electronics in the garage? It's something we all face, but the scale of this little problem, well, it's pretty shocking.
Okay, get ready for this. Just how big is the problem? Take a look at this number, 350 million. That's not a typo. That's how many ink cartridges end up in landfills in the US alone, every single year. It's just mind-boggling when you think about it.
And look, this isn't just an American thing. This is a worldwide issue. Let's put that 350 million into perspective. That's nearly 1 million cartridges hitting our landfills every single day. Just in the US, it's this incredible amount of waste that, honestly, most of us just don't even think twice about.
So, what's the big deal? Well, here's where it gets pretty ugly. These things don't just, magically disappear. We're talking about industrial-grade plastic that can stick around in the landfill for up to 1,000 years. And the whole time, that leftover ink and all those toxic chemicals are just slowly oozing into our soil and our water. This is a problem that we're creating for generations to come.
Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom. What if we could totally flip this whole thing on its head? What if that empty cartridge you're holding isn't actually trash at all, but a resource? It turns out there's a really simple solution to this massive problem, one that turns it into a real opportunity.
And that's where a company called inkrecycling.org comes into the picture. These guys have figured it out. They've built a whole system around recognizing the hidden value in what we all think of as e-waste. Basically, they make it super easy for you to recycle those cartridges, which keeps them out of the ground and, get this, puts actual money back into your wallet.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, great, another complicated recycling program. But hold on, this is anything but. The whole thing is designed to be ridiculously easy. Let me show you what I mean. It really just comes down to 3 super simple steps. 1, you hop on their website and tell them which cartridges you've got. 2, they email you a free prepaid shipping label that you print out. And 3, you just box them up, ship them out, and wait for your check. Seriously, it's as easy as sending back a package to Amazon.
And getting them packed up is a piece of cake too. Just grab any old box you have lying around. In fact, recycling one is perfect. Throw in some padding so the cartridges don't get banged up. Here's the key. As long as you have at least $15 worth of value in that box, the UPS shipping is 100% free. All right, now let's get to the really good part. The double whammy benefit. You get paid and you help the planet. This is where it all comes together and feels awesome.
So you're probably wondering, how much money are we actually talking about here? Well, it all depends on the specific model. A common HP cartridge might get you 65 cents, a Canon one maybe 75 cents. But check this out. Even those brand new expired cartridges you forgot about in the back of the closet have real value. An old HP 45 like this could be worth $3.50. That's just free money.
Okay, so some of you might be thinking, wait a minute, can't I just take these to my local office supply store? And yeah, you can, but there are some huge differences you need to know about. Those big box stores, they usually give you store credit, not cash, and they often cap you at, say, 10 cartridges a month. With inkrecycling.org, you get a real check, there are no monthly limits, and you can mail them in from anywhere. No need to drive to a store.
And think about this from another angle. This makes for an amazing fundraiser. Imagine your kid's school, a local charity, or any nonprofit. This is a total game changer for them. There's nothing to buy, no inventory, no selling candy bars. The entire community can just collect their empty cartridges and turn that waste into a steady stream of money for a cause they care about. It's brilliant.
Okay, so let's tackle a few of the big questions that always come up. Because, once you see the details, you'll realize just how simple this whole thing is.
The number one question for sure is always about the cost. Is this really free or is there some hidden catch?
And the answer couldn't be simpler. Yes, it is 100% free. They even pay for the shipping. You literally don't have to spend a single dime.
All right, next big question. Show me the money, right? How long does it take to actually get paid?
Well, it's pretty quick.
Once they receive your box and inspect the cartridges to make sure they're okay, you should expect to see a check in your mailbox within about 30 days.
This next one's super important. What kind of cartridges can you actually send in? So here's the deal. They want original, brand name, HP and Canon inkjet cartridges. You know, the ones for regular desktop printers. What they don't want are the big laser toner cartridges, anything that's been refilled or remanufactured, or any cartridges that are cracked or damaged. So just stick with the originals and you'll be golden.
And look, don't just take it from me. Here's what a real customer, R. Vega, had to say. And I think it just sums up the whole experience perfectly. The process was easy to follow and very convenient. That's what it's all about, easy and convenient.
So when you boil it all down, it comes to this one simple question. The next time you hear that thunk as you pull an empty cartridge out of your printer, what are you holding? Is it just a piece of trash that's headed for a landfill for the next 1,000 years? Or is it a paycheck waiting to happen? The choice is pretty clear, isn't it?